Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Folks, I want to take a second to take a look at where we are with the main hand. And what I want to specifically show is this new icon that they've added. I believe this was added with the most recent update, but it's really interesting because what this does is it allows you to see all of the different legendary, ancient, I should say, weapons. As you can see, there are a bunch of them, and specifically there's some new ones. Obviously, we all know about Chris's Oath, which gives the infantry attack and total health. Most people know that Layla, Sinara, as well as Jaime all had their own, and those are a little bit stronger. They give 27.5% and 6.88% health and then attack. And those are, slightly stronger special effects. Definitely really noteworthy, really strong, because those are paid commanders, obviously, and it's much harder to get those ancient weapons. But they've added, as you can see, Rob. We've heard about Rob's. That was in the most recent event. And then in just this last update, we got Soren's new one, which gives resource speed. And now Arya, we also know that Arya will be getting one soon that will be giving 25% infantry attack as well as some total health. So what I wanted to do right here is just take a second to kind of overview all of the weapons we have now and take kind of a what to expect in the future. So as you can see from this, they have really nicely balanced. We have Jaime, Sinara, and Layla, one of each of the paid commanders, one for each spear, infantry, and cavalry. We also have that now for free-to-play commanders in Rob, Arya, and Chris. You've got cavalry in Rob, infantry in Arya, and infantry again in Chris. What we do not have is a spear commander for this. It's a little bit odd, as you can see, that you have both Arya and Chris without a spear commander. My guess is that the next one that we're going to be getting will be for Garel or Arslan. I actually really think it'll probably be for Garel. Maybe it'll be Varys, but my guess would be Garel. As you can see, obviously I just mentioned they threw in Soren as well, another free-to-play commander. Totally different though because it's not giving battle stats, only giving resource buffs. So to quickly take us through all the different abilities here, all of them have this 4-star effect where they give 5,000 army size. That is common for all of them. Doesn't matter if it is one of the paid commanders, all the same for all of them. They automatically get 5,000 more army size if it is a 4-star weapon. Obviously not necessarily easy to get, but 5,000 army size is definitely good. My understanding is that it only happens if you are actually giving it to the right commander. So you can't have this on all of them. Again, you can only use one ancient weapon at a time. So for example, if you're on Spirit Bear, it has to be given to Layla Mormont. If it's not given to her, it does not actually apply any of those buffs. So you only get one 5,000 bonus, and it's only for the one that is actually active at a certain time. Now, beyond that, they obviously give very good stats based on which one you're using, either 25 or the 27.5% if it's the paid ones. But other than that, you can see that there are some similarities. For the most part, they all have to do with whatever the actual awakening skill is for that commander. So, for example, for Soren, his awakening ability, Bountiful Harvest, usually gives 100% extra resources. Now it gives 125%. With Chris, instead of losing, whenever your infantry loses 5%, you gain now 6% instead of 5% defense, so 1% more. You can see similarly with Robb Stark. Now instead of 2% cavalry attack, you get 2.5%. With Arya, when she uses her ability, you get the death marker. Now that skill damage increases by a little bit. It's the same basic premise for each of them. It's just a little bit better. If you want to look at Jaime's, the weakness attack, now it's 3.5% or 3.5 damage taken instead of just 3. Again, it's nothing too crazy here, just a slight buff for each thing. Sinara, Layla, same thing. I think those chances are a little bit higher for both of them. Again, nothing kind of breaking the game in my opinion, but definitely just going to assist you a little bit in each of those ways. I think that this is a really important thing just to know about, just to be able to keep track of it. Again, I expect we'll get a new spear free-to-play commander soon. I also expect we're going to start getting some bow commanders soon, but I think that in general the main hand's purpose was to kind of debuff bows. You'll see that a lot of them have, bow reductions as part of their random abilities, and I do sort of think that that's part of the point to kind of rebalance the game a little bit. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned a little bit about how the main hand weapons work and what this whole page is, and specifically how all the different ancient weapons play together. Remember that you can only use one at a time, so you need to choose strategically. Maybe you want Sorin for when you're gathering, but then you're probably going to want to turn on one of the others when you're actually going to be attacking, defending, or doing any type of battle, just because you don't care about 25% resource gathering speed, but 27.5% cavalry attack, 6.8% total health might make a big difference. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense to you guys. And until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr. I'll see you then.